Hi, this is Mel from Making Journals again. This is the journal we worked on in the last video. I just prepared some things. So I put out a few pages. I want to decorate more. I will do this off camera. I want to put on some little scraps of scrapbooking paper and lace and fabrics, and I will just sew them on and create pockets and so on. I will do this off camera, as I said before, and then I show you. And this is a cover we created out of an old newspaper, and I just put on a few things, as you can see right here. This is the journaling card I created before. This is for the front cover. I really like the back, but you will not be able to see it. But anyway, I want to put on this little scrap of maybe not. Maybe yes, maybe this way. This is a little scrap of jeans. I'm a bit indecisive right now. So, okay, we will see later, but I will sew this on. So let's put this away. This is a bag, and I will start with the bag because I just put on the things I like. So I want to use my Fabric glue again. Fabric to fabric, paper to paper, paper to fabric. Clear silicone glue. I really, really love this. I use it all the time. It's expensive, but it's really, really worth it. Of course, you can use textile glues or how's it called, PVA glue as well. But I like to use this and maybe try to not, glue on my sleeves. I just knocked my, not tripod, but my thing where my camera or my smartphone is put on. So I will start by gluing down this fabric. I will not sew it on because you would be able to see the sewing lines in the inside, which is no bad thing and no big thing. But I don't want to do it for this cover. So just put on some glue right to the edges, recap your bottle and store it upside down. So put this on. Oops. I will show you the whole cover later, but for now I will put on the things because otherwise I would not be able to know in which direction I put them. So put on this tiny offcut of lace. So always keep your offcuts, don't throw them away and go not too crazy about it. So I do put things into the trash when they are too small for me, but I try to use up even little things, even little pieces as this. This is just for a bit of decoration. Usually I don't decorate the back this much because you will not see it when using this journal, or you will not see this much. But I watch a lot of videos from roxycreations. Hi Roxy! The last few weeks, and I just love her creations. So I don't try to recreate what she creates because every one of us has his or her own style. But I'm just a bit into trying out something new to me, to say so. So I will put this away for now. And I want to put on this lace. This is some leftover of an old t-shirt of mine. So I will just put down some glue and spread it out with my finger. So something on the cover, on the spine as well. And this fabric glue, this Fabric glue, will hold the lace in place really, really well. It's quick drying, so we need a little bit more of glue over here, right onto the edges. So it does not measure or anything. I just eyeball it and go with the flow. And I showed you how I created the basic of this cover in the video before. I will link it down below in the info box. Let's see if the light is good. Okay. So, flip over. This will be the front. We will cut off this fabric later. So let's see, we have to go right to here, I think. So again, just putting on some of my glue. My wife called and told me I have something like an hour left till she will be back from the thing she's doing right now. So something like work. It's not really work, it's something else, but I cannot explain to you. but it's not this important for this video. So I just thought, what can I do? And then she called and told me, it will take me 1 more hour, something like this. And so I thought, okay, so I will go to my craft room and just create a bit while she is doing the things I cannot help her. And after she is back at home, we want to go for a dog walk and then visit the Christmas market. So these are the things we want to do on this Saturday. And maybe I want to cut the hair of my brother. I'm no hair cutter, but for him it's totally fine. It's the way I do it. So maybe we will do this later. Okay, cool. I love it. So then I will cut off the excess. So this is the inside of the cover right now. This is the outside right now. Whoops, it's a bit too much glue over here, but anyway, we can cover up any glue seepage later if needed. And this is how I store my glue at the moment, in this old cut-off bottle. And then with the cap on, just on the inside here is some glue on the bottom because I tried to store it without the cap. It did not work out. Maybe I will find another way to store my glue. But anyway, first of all, let's get rid of this overlapping fabric or lace. And oops, I want to keep this offcuts because these are really cool tabs. So on a journaling card like this. Okay, repeat for the other direction, the other side of the journal. It's hanging over a little bit, which is no big deal. You can just cut it off or let it be the way it is. And I will not keep these tiny offcuts. There is a border where to keep things and where to throw them away. I try not to keep every tiny little scrap. So this can go into the bin. Oh, I really love this. Okay. Need a bit more glue over here. It's not really necessary. You can just leave it be the way it is. But I want my lace being stuck down really well. Something like this. Okay. Okay. So then I had this trim. Oh, this is a perfect size, and I had this. I think it was this way. Just to give you something to look at. Okay, I will sit down now and try to talk a bit louder because I have no microphone, just a microphone of my smartphone. So again, put on your glue because this glue is drying so quick. You have to work quick, and I like to work when I have these long stripes of fabrics or scrapbooking papers. I try to put them on, not the whole thing in once, but part by part, to say so, because otherwise the glue will be dried when you are at the when it came to the end. A bit more glue over here, okay, and some more glue over here. So it's a really strong glue, unpaid advertising. I'm just so in love with this glue. I use it all the time because I live in Germany, and I'm from Germany. I'm a German and I live in Germany. It's a bit difficult to get my fingers on this glue. It's really expensive, but in the past I found a way every time. So I buy it on Amazon or on other pages online, and I try to find a good choice of price. Sometimes it's a bit difficult, so I buy a few bottles, so 5 or 10 in one go. Just gives it a little haircut and get rid of the loose threads if necessary or if needed. Oh, and they are sticking to my fingers. Oh, cool. No, this was ironic. Okay. So maybe we need a bit more glue over here, right on the edge. So you can always work your way through. Try to smooth it out a bit. So work your way through your cover the way you like it. This is squeezing out a bit. This is a bit tricky with these bottles, but anyway, you will find your way when using this. As I said before, you can use other glues, of course. I just like this glue is so, it's sticking forever, so you will not be able to tear this off easy, and it dries really quick. So this is why I use this glue. Okay, maybe a bit more over here. Just a tiny drop, something like this, and out of my way. Okay, really cool. I think this, I love pinks. This is why my craft mat is pink, and this is why my name is called Made Pink Journals. Pink is just my favorite color. This is a light pink. My hair is usually something like this pink, a bit darker. Throughout the week it gets this color and then this color, and I have to dye my hair again once a week, but I have short hair, so it's no big effort. Okay, I will leave this the way it is, I think, for the moment. Okay, here is the last piece I wanted to put on. I'm just thinking if I want to put on, to balance it out, maybe I will put on this leftover piece. Oh yes, oops, I will put this leftover piece onto here. Am I in frame? Yes, I am. When I'm sitting down, my smartphone is somewhere over here in ahead of my head, up in my head, so I cannot see what I'm recording. So I have to stand up from now and then to just double check if I'm in frame. Okay, let's put this down somewhere over here. And then this over here. I think it balances it out a lot. I'm no big balancy girl. I just like it colorful and uneven. But sometimes I have the feel of balancing out things. So just go with the flow. I would highly appreciate for you too to do it. So do just what you like, not what others may also word expect, not what others would expect from you, but just what you like. So crafting gives you a very good feeling. This is the way I craft, and this is the reason I craft, just to give me a good feeling and to inspire other people, of course. So hopefully this video inspires you a lot and you have a lot of fun looking at this. So this would be our cover with this card. No, I already used the jeans, but it doesn't matter. And this is some fabric ruffle I created out of leftover fabrics. Really easy. I have the idea from the channel of treasurebooks. I will link the video down below because she is explaining it so well. And I want to put this on over here, just to give it a bit more to look at. And I wanted to let it overlap a bit over the front. I decided to put in a closure. I will put in a hole for the signatures, and then I will put in 2 holes for an elastic to go over here, so this will not be in our way. I just think this needs something at the top. So let's see, I have many scraps. I will search for one and then I will be right back. Okay, it took me 3 seconds because I found this and I really love this fabric. So let's trim something off and I will reuse this later. No, I think I want to put it on just like a tab, just like so. You can glue it on, staple it on, or sew it on by hand or with your sewing machine if you have one. I want to sew it on just because I like the look of it. I think it balances the whole cover out, and you are only not visible, not allowed. Okay, I don't know. You can only see this little part of this really cool splattered and dyed fabric, but you can see a bit over here, and I just like this card so much I want to use it. Okay, now I want to sew on this little tab on this tag, and I want to then I will glue down the card, and I will glue down this fabric, this fabric ruffle, the way I did before, and I will glue down, not glue down, sew some things into this signature, and I will do this off camera, and then I will be back with the next part of the creating process. So the next part, after gluing this all on, will be sewing in the signatures and decorating them. Okay, I'm back. So I assembled my signatures, and I will show you a whole flip through in the next video. But for now, oh, sorry. I have this crocodile big bite in this cool golden color. I got it as a present for my birthday 2 months ago. And I will just use this, just adjust the light a bit. Okay, I think this is good. Maybe a bit too bright. It's a bit difficult for me to see on my smartphone, because it's different on the computer later or in YouTube. But anyway, so I wanna put in my signatures. So first of all, I will just eyeball, and I glued on this card, this journaling card, and this fabric ruffle. So this is the cover, and okay, this makes a shadow. And because the card is not so flexible, the backing is flexible, the back cover, and the front is not this flexible, but I will live with this. So let's see, I will just eyeball where I have to put the holes. But because when I open up my journal, I'm not sure where my spine is, so I will just get a marker and put some dots on my cover. Okay, I'm back with my marker. So I will just eyeball. Oh, but I have my craft mat over here, so I can use this. So it's 5, 10, yes, it's 20 centimeters. So maybe something like 2 centimeters from the top. Or let's say 2.5. This would be something like over here. 2.5 from the bottom. Oh yes, you can see this really good. And you could measure this out and put the third hole right in the middle, but I like to put it a bit more to the top. But I will just eyeball this. So something like, this would be the middle, something like over here. And then I will put on a fourth hole for my closure. I decided to go with this already threaded, a bit wider kind of elastic. Okay, I think it is a bit too bright. Okay, hopefully the light is okay for now. So I want to put in the closure into the one hole where I put in my signatures as well. And I want to have another hole. So let's say something like over here, just eyeballing. So, okay, this will be the really very first time using my crocodile big bite, or big bite 2 it's called, crocodile 2, crocodile big bite, I don't know. So, okay, I will just test it out on a piece of paper. So, okay, we want to make a hole. Okay, this looks really, really good. Really clear holes. So, let's see. I will sit down. And I cannot show you because then I would have to put it like this, so that you would be able to see. But I want to be able to see where I put my hole. Okay, I have to put it over here. So let's see if it can go through. Oh, it's not right. Adjusting a bit. Just making sure. Okay. Maybe a bit more in this direction. Okay, and punch. Okay, stand up again. Oh, this is a really thick cover. Okay, this was really loud. And we have a perfect hole. Oh, it's so cool. Oh, okay, I already love it. I saw this crocodile big bite in other videos, and I wanted to have it, and so I got it for my birthday. Usually I use my awl just to poke holes, and it's totally fine to use this. But it's a bit difficult sometimes to get the thread through, so I use the pliers and so on. And so in this case, I wanted to use this one. Okay, let's set the other holes. Let's see. Somewhere over here. Oh, there's my hole. Okay. This looks good. Okay, this went through a bit easier. So, middle hole. Middle hole. Somewhere over here. And I use the smaller hole, so the 1/8, not the 3/16. Okay. Oh yes, this looks really, really good. Okay, I will not apply eyelets. I think the cover is a bit too thick to apply eyelets, and I don't need them. So I will apply eyelets another time in another cover. But for now, I just try out the hole punching thing. Oh, let's see. Okay, a bit more over here. Yes, this looks good. Oh. Okay. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. It's 2 layers of fabric and I don't know how many layers of newspaper. And it got right and went right through. Okay, whoops. Don't need this thread. So let's see. Okay. Yes, this looks really good. So now for the signatures, I will do the same thing. I will just assemble them the way I want them to. So as I said before, I will show a whole flip through later in the next video, because this video will be too long for me. I don't want to. I love to watch long videos. I love to watch videos which are 2 minutes. I love to watch videos which are over an hour. So for the watching, it's totally fine for me. And sometimes I watch videos just a few minutes, and then later on I go on and so on and so on. But I don't want my videos to be so long. So this is why I decided to make a couple of videos of this journal creating process. Okay, signatures are assembled. Where's my metal ruler? Somewhere over here. I want to tuck them right into the crease. This is sticking out a bit. Okay, I think this is fine. Now I want to use my cover as my template for the signatures. I need my marker, which is over here. I just thought, okay, I think I can fold them open and then punch a hole from the outside. So I need a hole over here. I want this hole to be my second hole, and this is my third hole. And this fourth hole is only for the closure. So now open up your signatures again, find your middle, which is here. I try to not move my pages around and fold them a bit in the other direction just to make sure it's totally fine. I think this is good. And now doing the same thing again, aiming for my hole, for my mark. Okay, this went through really good. So I'm standing up and sitting down again, sorry if my voice is a bit moving for you. Okay, good. Oh, this is a really, really thick signature, so it's a bit difficult to punch the holes, but it works out really, really fine. Yes, I think this is good. Cannot see it perfectly. Yes, I think this looks good. Oh, sorry for the noise. Okay, so now get rid of these. Doop, doop, doop. Oops, and now I have my holes. So my signatures moved a bit, but doesn't matter. Let's just put this out of the way, because I can just assemble them again the way I want them to. So I cannot show you the holes, but it looks good. Okay, now, next step. Next step for me is binding in, is binding in my closure. So I will use one of these holes. I start from the inside because I want to tie a knot on the inside. So start over here. Oh yes, this works out really well. It's a bit easier to go through these bigger holes, even if it's only 1/8, instead of using my awl and then poke through this a bit thicker kind of elastic. So then the other middle hole. Okay, fine. Now, let's see. I have to leave a tail on the inside to tie a knot. And now let's see how much of this elastic is needed. Okay, this looks good. We'll just slide in the signatures to make sure I have enough elastic, but not this much that it's too loose. Okay, I think this looks good. It's a bit too loose, but I want to stuff the journal really, really full. So I need a bit of leftover. Maybe I will leave a tiny little bit more. Then I tie, I can put this in. This cannot slide through. This is why I poked 2 holes for my elastic, so that it cannot slide in or out. So now I tie a loosened knot, not a tight knot already. So pull this out again, put in my signatures. Let's see, yes, this looks good. Just to have a feeling for the amount of elastic which is needed. This looks good, and this journal is really full already, but I want to stuff it even fuller. Okay, this can be a bit more tightened up, I feel. So I will just tie a tight knot. Tie a tight knot. Yes, I think this is right. Okay. Just double check before binding in our signatures and before cutting off the loosened, the loosened thread, the overlapping elastic. So it would look like this, and we have much growing space left, but it holds the pages together and the journal together. This is fine for me. So now get rid of the stuff we don't need. I don't need this tiny thing. I will throw it in the bin. I will keep this. Maybe we can use it in other crafting sessions. I don't know yet. Okay. So now I have only one signature. Where's my here? I will use this embroidery froth, which is this dark red. It's not waxed and it's a bit thin. It is stable, so it will not rip, but it's a bit thin for me. So I will use a double amount of it. So usually you need, oh, I think this is upside down. Oh, I just thought, okay, now this is right. Yes, this is right. This is the thing with the holes. When you punch the holes in the same space, to say so. So let's say this is 5 centimeters and this is 5 centimeters, just to say something. Then you have to put on maybe a little paper clip so that you know this is your front top cover. And when you punch the holes in a different amount of spaces, from one to each other, then you are able just to see on one view in which direction your signature is the right way. So this is why I like it, and I like it when it's not too evenly spaced, just because I like the look of it. So, but back to our thread. I will use not only 3 times the height of our journal, but 6 times, because I want to double this thread up. It's not necessary. I just like to do it because it's a bit thin, and I have this beeswax beeswax. And you can see I used it really much. And I will just run my thread through this beeswax so that it get waxed. Let's just see. Yes. So I will run this through my beeswax 3 or 4 times. Okay, it's a bit dried out, so maybe I have to find another space to work with. Or I have to go in further. We'll just use this side. And you feel when your thread is waxed, so maybe 2 times is enough. So just run it through to give it a bit more stabilization. It's not necessary, I just like to do this. The ends will not get waxed, but it's totally fine because I will cut them off anyway. Okay, this was only 2 times. Maybe I will put it on, pull it through a 3rd time, just because to make sure. Okay, yes, this is good. You can use waxed thread already. You can buy waxed thread. And you can use embroidery floss just the way it is as well. So I will sit down again. Oops, sorry. Let's see. We are in frame here. Okay, I have to put on a bit another so I can work. So now I want to use the double amount. So find your middle and then just thread your big-eyed blunt needle. Blunt because then you will not poke new holes, not easily. You can poke new holes, but it is not so easy. So now the signatures moved because I did not put paper clips on, but it's really no big deal. I just find the middle of the middle signature again, the middle hole, and I go in from the inside. You can go in from the outside as well. Then the knot you are tying will be on the outside and you can decorate it further. But because our cover is already so colorful, I will just go in from the inside and just work my way through all the middle holes, which is really easy because they are punched out so good. It's really way easier than using your awl or poking tool, poking stick, which is totally fine, of course, as well. I did this for many journals before, but I just wanted to try out my new toy, to say so. So let's see. This one, yes, this is the middle hole. It's too short for the top hole, but it doesn't matter. So go in with your thread, leave a little tail, something like this, where you can put your thumb or your fingers on. And then you go in from the inside of your signature. Oops. So in this case, you have to find the middle hole, which is fitting, which is this one. Go in and try not to poke your elastic. This is another reason why I love to use these blunt needles. Then pull your thread through. Okay, leave a little tail. And then it really doesn't matter if you go to the top or the bottom hole. How is it called? The end result will be the same. So I like to weave my thread through here so that my elastic, when I put it on this way, and I will close my journal like this, I have the elastic one here, and the thread is not in my way, but it's not really necessary. It's just a little thing I like to do. So now I will go to the bottom hole. As I said before, it really doesn't matter if my signatures are aligned properly. They are not perfectly aligned, but nearly perfect. So I just work my way through the other holes. I already really love the crocodile big bite. It's so much easier and it's so much fun to work with. Okay, then find the last hole of your 3-hole pamphlet stitch, or the last hole of your signature. Go right through your cover again. Okay. Whoop. Then tighten your thread, but don't rip it, and go back again into the middle hole, right through the middle hole of your cover and your signatures. Sometimes you can do this in one go, and sometimes you have just to work your way through, which I will do because of this knot of my closure. Yes, this is the hole. Ah yeah, here is my needle and my thread. I will just go through all the middle holes of the signature in one go or page by page. It really doesn't matter. Take your time. Try not to punch through my threads, which is a bit difficult because I have 2 threads and not only 1 thread, but it worked out, as you can see here. Okay, this is upside down. It doesn't matter. I just flip this over so that you can see better. So now you have to have this middle thread, this bridge loosened, and then 1 wing on every side. And make sure that you not punch through your thread. So then when you punch through your thread and you pull on your thread, it will split. This is what I want to avoid. Then you pull it tight, but not ripping. Just double check on the outside. Yes, it looks really good. Pull it tight, but not ripping. And then tie a square knot. So left over right. And right over left. You can tie a 3rd knot, but because of this waxed situation, it's totally fine. I just feel it. I don't have to do a 3rd knot. It just depends on the material you are using. Then cut this off. You can leave it a bit longer, leave a little tail, and let hang something from here. I don't want to do this for here. Oh, you can do, maybe I will do this time. You can tie a little bow just for decoration. So let's try this out. Why not? Whoops. Tie a bow. Cut this off. Cut a bit off over here. Okay, I think this looks good. Ah, yes, I like the bow thing. So then put over, flip over your signature. Okay, it's really thick. Find your bone folder, which is over here. Just try to flatten this out a bit, which is way easier when your signature is not this fat. Then I want my knot of my closure be on the back cover. Okay, so this is our journal. Journal is finished. This is the closure situation. You can put something on the closure and let hang some little dangly from here. Maybe I will do this later. This is how the spine looks. Okay, this is a bit, see, this is a bit not in the right direction, but I don't mind. Okay, I think I was a bit out of frame, sorry for that. Let's see. Okay, this is really long, and I want to put on the first video part I did. So I want to tuck things, oops, make a bit of space. I want to tuck in things in the pockets and tuck spots I created, but I will do this off camera, just so this video is not too long and not boring or anything. And then I will flip through the whole video, the whole journal in the next video. So thanks for watching. Make sure to watch my other videos, not only the creating process for this journal, but for my other junk journals, and flip through in the next video. And this junk journal will be available in my Etsy shop. So if you're interested, take a look through my Etsy shop, link down below in the description box. Like and subscribe for more junk journal and crafting videos. Thank you. Bye.